Hello? Well, the leaf blowers are in the background. And you know what? I heard those leaf blowers and I was like, I gotta get out to the car to make a car video. Just kidding. This isn't like the rain. I like making car videos in the rain more than I like making car videos with the leaf blowers going. But nonetheless, duty calls. Because today I have a big announcement for this channel, if it interests you. And also I want to read a great excerpt from Lester Levenson. So the big announcement is this. I'm going to be offering a 4-week course. A 4-week course live on Zoom. It will be recorded, so if you can't make it live to any of the 4 sessions, you'll be able to watch the recording. But a 4-week course for $95 on basically SP issues and self-concept. So if you if you know this channel and you know how I talk about this stuff, you should already be trying to email me. That's what it comes down to. I'll be talking about this more, but if you know you're interested right away, you can email me at info@radicalcounselor.com or just at my personal Gmail, which is radicalcounselor@gmail.com. I'll put the info in the description, but yeah, I really have never seen an SP type course that's going to cover what we're going to cover in these four Zoom sessions. And I'm not overly familiar with SP courses because I think most of them are crapola. But I'm pretty sure that if you have any interest in SP stuff, that this course will be beneficial for you. And the reason I'm pricing it so low is because I want to get feedback from people or see what people think about me teaching a course like this. That's why it's only $95. It could be 10 times that price and be a very good deal if you're interested in working on SP issues. The other thing I will say about it is even if you don't have SP issues or aren't interested in the SP stuff at all, which I totally get, this course is really going to boil down more to self-concept and the idea of what the law of assumption community calls self-concept. But I think if you look at these manifesting ideas in general, or just like self-improvement in general, or psychology in general, this idea of self-concept and what it means, our concept of ourself, how it affects our life. If you're familiar with my SP advice, it always comes back to, it's not about this external specific person. It's about you. It's about your self-concept. That sounds pretty straightforward, but in the Neville community, that idea is really muddled a lot of the time. This 4-week course, we're going to unmuddle it and really explore the idea of self-concept. So even if you're not interested in SP stuff, if the idea of working with your self-concept and changing it, specifically to improve social relations, within your family, with loved ones, with friends, at work. We're gonna delve into this over this 4-week course. So the dates, again, these will all be recorded if you can't make them live. It's going to be at 4 p.m. Eastern time in the United States, every one of these 4 sessions. It's going to be Tuesday, October 17th at 4 p.m., Tuesday, October 24th at 4 p.m. Eastern, Monday, October 30th at 4 p.m. Eastern, and Monday, November 6th at 4 p.m. Eastern. So, yeah, that's the SP course, my big announcement for today's video. And SP equals self-concept as far as I'm concerned, at least if we're looking general big picture of it. And your self-concept is what so many of these law of attraction, law of assumption, manifesting teachings all boil down to. And we have to, I think a lot of the time, be willing to realize that when we try to manifest specific things, like a specific person, we often, unless it feels very natural and right and intuitive and inspired, like we're taking inspired action, it feels very much in flow to be trying to get this specific thing into our life. And that can be the case. For some of you, it certainly is the case. And I think for almost all of us, there's certain things in our life that we really want where it seems like in flow to get it. But if it's not like that, and for, I would say most of us, most of the time, when it comes to things we want that we have trouble getting, like an SP in our life, when we want to be in a romantic relationship and we are not in one, for instance, we are better off not trying to add that specific thing into our life by trying hard, but instead by taking a step or 2 or 3 or 10 back and looking at what we already have and what we gloss over because we're trying to get something so hard and losing track of the bigger picture. And the bigger picture is what you already are and what you already possess. Meaning, if we want to get deeper, that what you desire, you already have. And what you desire already is you. You are the one you are seeking. So I thought, as I mentioned, that I would read a quote from Lester Levenson. This can be found, I don't even know. This is from a series of lectures called Keys to the Ultimate Freedom, which I think is out of print, but I'm sure you can find this lecture somewhere. There are, books where this is part of one of the lectures in the book. Let me find the name of the lecture so you can find, if you want reference to it. This is, the lecture is called About Love. About love. Seems relevant to SP situations. So, the law of assumption community, a lot of times people are like, I'm going to manifest a specific person, and they're trying to get that specific thing into their life, and they don't recognize what they already are. Changing your self-concept a lot of the time comes down to realizing that you don't need anything out there. You need to recognize what you already are, which is love, which is peace. Lester said, we take our infinite beingness, our infinite joy, and we cover it over with thoughts. We take the natural state, which is unlimited, and we cover it up with thoughts of limitation. The thoughts smother this infinite self that we are. It smothers the capacity to enjoy just being. And so all we need to do is to quiet the thoughts or rid ourselves of all thoughts. And what's left over is the infinite glorious being that we are, which is our natural state. That's the way we were. That's the way we're going to be. We are actually that now, but we don't see it. This infinite glorious being that we are, being absolutely perfect, can never change. It's always there. We just don't look at it. We look away from it. We look far away from it. What we should do is turn our mind inward and begin looking at it. And the more we look at it, the more we see it. Everything seems to point to the same direction, does it not? That happens as we get more understanding of what life and the universe are. Everything fits together more and more and gets simpler and simpler until there's just one absolute simple called God. God is simple. Everything else is complex. The greater the complexity, the further we are from God. God is one and only one without a second. That's a great quote. And it's kind of, the kind of stuff we always talk about. The absolute method, if you want to call it that. It's a great description of the absolute method right there by Lester. That's your SP, really, as far as I'm concerned. So, yeah, I hope you join us for this course so we can discover and realize that SP, which is already here with us right now, which actually is us right now. God is simple, everything else is complex. The greater the complexity, the further we are from God. You can email me at info@radicalcounselor.com with questions to sign up for the course or to schedule a free 15-minute consultation. Until next time.